Jack Russell is the werewolf by night, the Darkhold Hellhound, the king of all wolves, and he deserves a spotlight. This story made him a lot cooler and shit. A lot of peak panels in this one. Sergio Davila's the artist, and he did Daredevil Gang War, so I like his style. But Jack Russell is hiding out in Dr. Necromantic's old castle after defeating him, and he's scaring away streamers and shit, trying to run up there, getting clout. He's trying to tie himself up for the full moon, and it just doesn't go as planned. Look at this new form, this new style of him. It's more beastly type. It's fucking bigger and shit. I like it a lot more than his 1950 style. I mean, it's cool for what it is, but this is a lot more menacing. He looks like a fucking beast. Look at him. Amazing artwork. I'd love to see a Sabretooth versus Werewolf comic. Next morning, he's writing poetry, and his friends Donna and Ted come to visit him for a boat ride. They take off. As they sail, the daylight starts to go out and the sky just turns black, and Jack notices there's no sun or the moon, so he can't even transform. And then Blood HUD commences. This is when Varlock possesses Blade, Dark Force blots out the sun, and vampires run the streets and shit like that. But then the full moon shines, and Jack fucking starts transforming. And look at his beast-ass form. I can't get over it. It's fucking well-drawn. Amazing panel. Look how fucking jacked he is. He's like the swollest werewolf. And that's the last thing he remembers. He blacks out and just wakes up the next morning. And when he wakes up, he's feeling really hungover, and he doesn't remember the last night, but he sees blood, he sees claw marks, and he follows the trail, and it leads him right to Donna and Ted. He fucking ripped them apart. Look at this shit, dude. You killed your own friends, Jack. Don't hang out with them during full moons. R.I.P. Donna and Ted, man. Sad story for them. But back at the castle, Elder Gorgana is gathering a crew to reassemble the Darkhold. But then they're interrupted by Deathwatch walking in like a G, and he's coming in and offering new leadership, and they're testing him at first, and then he fucking pie-faced one of them to make an example out of his sorry vamp ass. And then in comes the Hood talking about he's the CEO and shit, and they're definitely going to take over now. And then they're trying to press the Hood too, and he fucking triple shots one of them gunslinger style. Look at that shit, mate. Deathwatch takes their souls like he's Shang Tsung. The Hood gives Dorgana an Asgardian Midnight Wisdom Gem, amplifies her spells. And then the Monster Hunter baddie pulls up on the scene. Elsa motherfucking Bloodstone. It's good to see her again. Look at her owning this panel right here. Amazing art. I hope she gets a solo series. She deserves it. But she's here because she's following a trail of maulings, and she wants to give Jack an opportunity to explain himself. And then she finds his ass chained to the wall, and he explains that he wants to die there because he killed Donna and Ted, and he's been blacking out under a new moon as a werewolf. But when she grabs the chain, her blood gem causes Jack to react and transform. And look how fucking big he gets because of this new moon transformation. This motherfucker's hulking out, dude. And Elsa is shocked. She's never seen this before. So look what she did right here. She jumps up, ceiling chandelier. She grabs it, brings it down, and fucking herds his ass like a rodeo horse and shit. But he breaks out of it, though. Elsa's like, fuck it. I got one more trick on my sleeve. I promise this will only hurt. And she fucking blasts his ass with her blood gem. Remember, her blood gem is in her hand now, embedded in her hand. Got to drop on Jack with her enchanted shotgun. Elsa's so sick. Look at her hair and her trench coat flapping in the wind. Can't wait for her in the MCU. Back at the castle, Darkhold's taken over. Dorgana casted a new spell from the Midnight Wisdom Gem. A protective shield over the base of operations. And now they're making their new kingdom. This is the variant cover for issue 2. Look at Jack looking like a savage, jumping at your ass. Now back in the castle, Dorgana and the Hood are bumping heads for leadership right now because Agatha Harkness got him scraping the bottom of the barrel. But he gives Dorgana the Dwarven Blade, an ancient weapon that pierced Chthon before, touched his body, his blood, and she uses it for a spell to find more chthonic energy around the world. And this is how she finds Jack because he has a concentrated amount within him. And then we go to Elsa's fine ass babysitting Jack, lucky bastards waking up in their thighs and shit. They're trying to figure out why the new moon is making him act like this, and Elsa thinks about Khonshu since he's the moon god and all. Jack's like, fuck that, me and Moon Knight are beefing, I kidnapped his daughter but she was never harmed. Elsa says, fuck it, then stay here, I'm getting answers, and Jack starts writing poetry. And then the ghosts of Donna and Ted are just over here haunting his ass. That's fucked up, and seeing your dead friends just trolling your ass. And then Elsa gets to the midnight mission. Mr. Knight walks up like, he better not be here, I'll kill his ass. Then Khonshu and Moon Knight pulls up, and Elsa's all like, you're the moon's keeper. The blood he spills is on your hands. Now give me an answer. He sends Moon Knight to help investigate this new power-up. Back at Jack's, Deathwatch and the Death Holders are already pulling up for the capture. Jack's like, turn back now or I'm gonna splatter you all over this castle, and Deathwatch is like, bitch, you could try it. Jack goes, no turning back now, pussy. Look at this sick-ass shot, savage-ass werewolf. It's giving what would happen if the Hulk fused with X-Men Beast. You get Werewolf by Night. Jack's like, I warn these white belt bitches. They come here looking for chaos, they will be met with my wrath. After all, the monster was baptized in chaos. Man is out here moving mad, bruv. In comes Elsa and Moon Knight, and they're already witnessing the Darkhold Hellhound rip these vamps to shreds. Jack is the Mike Tyson of werewolves right now. You can't fucking stop him. Streamers come back at the wrong time. Jack has to protect them. This shot right here where Elsa and Moon Knight get some headshots on these scumbag vamps. Look at that shit. Elsa has this Sonic and Tails vibe with the way her hair is flowing. I hope they give her like the sickest gun fu in the MCU. Even Deathwatch has a clutch moment where he's absorbing souls and he's fucking cutting down bullets and boomerangs, and he's fast enough to jump over Jack and cut off a piece of his flesh. Deathwatch escapes through the portal. Look at the display of power here. Jack is strong enough to rip a fucking tree trunk in half from the force of his claws. Amazing. It took Moon Knight to light his ass up with like 20 tranquilizer boomerangs and a secured chokehold from Elsa just to get his ass to go sleepy night-night. That's how strong he is. But we kind of suffered an L because on the other side of the portal, Dorgana has that pound of flesh that she needs. And this is my favorite cover of issue 3. Slap it on a t-shirt, take my money. Dorgana and Deathwatch are bumping heads again because the pound of flesh is just not enough. You see them plotting in the background. The Hood comes in, gives Dorgana an idea to just clone a new werewolf and draw the energy from that. Darkholders have a chat to plot, while Jack, Elsa, and Mr. Knight have a chat to plot. Jack comes to a decision where he wants Elsa to portal him to a Savage Land because he thinks his presence would wreak less havoc over there. They portal to the Savage Land, and Jack thinks his wolf side would be weakened by the lack of moon over here. Elsa sticks around to make sure he can survive dino attacks, and he sees a T-Rex and runs off, and she chases right after him. Once she catches up to him, motherfucker already slaughtered the nearest T-Rex, tore his ass apart. Look at this shit. He's living his most savage life. Let the Predator drop in on a jungle while Werewolf is running around. It'll be his last fucking day on Earth. Predator versus Werewolf by night start writing it, but then they are met with Khazar, Queen Shana, and Zabu the saber-toothed tiger. Some of the dinos attack and Jack's fucking standing on business, taking them out. Little kitty Boo tries to make an attempt and gets bitch slapped for it. These primordial creatures feel no remorse for their prey, and I will easily do the same. Look at this panel right here. Sick ass shot. But he gets caught off guard and headbutted by one of the dinos, and Khazar's all like, this furry beast will be prosecuted for all his atrocities. Meanwhile, at Darkhold Castle, Deathwatch arrives with a body that he found for Dorgana, and it happens to be the son of a sorcerer named Isaac Frostheart. Back in the Savage Land, Jack and Elsa are on trial with the neighboring tribes for fucking up the balance of the ecosystem. Khazar's like, why are you here? Jack's like, I wanted to escape the bullshit. Khazar's like, fuck that, trial by combat, bitch. Jack says, fuck it, you're the king of the jungle, I'm the king of all wolves, and I will not— he starts getting fucked up and shit. Khazar's just clearly the better fighter in this one. He's all like, this is for Zabu! So Jack just accepts the L and gets jailed in a vibranium cage. And then we got some Darkholders trying to run up on the Hood because they know he's alone. Deathwatch is out on a mission right now. But once they start running up the stairs for the sneak attack, screams and heads and body parts are flying down the stairs, and the Hood already knew about it, and Dorgana is playing fucking double agent the whole time. And this is where they reveal their new Darkhound werewolf. Look at this fucking thing, tearing this fucking vamp to shreds. What a fucking beast. I can't wait for that fight, dude. The Darkhold Hellhound versus the Darkhound. This story's so peak. I'm loving Werewolf by Night. See ya.